formulas. In this formulas here, like in this is the exercise of sum of first n terms of an AP series. आपको कुछ terms दी गई हैं, आपने उनको ऐड करना है. n terms means starting from first to n, you have to add all the terms. If you have given like Sn a plus d, a plus 2d, and last term minus 2d and last minus d, because last term is my nth term, then L minus 2d plus L minus d plus L. So actually my formula is, sum of the term formula is n by 2 a plus L. How this formula is made, first term and last term n by 2, that is made from the series. Like here, what is the meaning of sum of n terms? Ki whatever your terms is available to you, like here a plus d, a plus 2d, L minus 2d plus L minus d plus L. L means last term, because when you move from back to the front, difference will be subtracted, and when you move front to the back, front to the increasing order, or like first to last term, so difference will be added. But when we back last to first term, difference will be subtracted. So L minus d, L minus 2 times d will be our last three terms. So if I reverse this series like that, L plus L minus d, L minus 2d, and last three term will be according to the reverse, a plus 2d plus a plus d plus e. Now when I add these two series here, first Sn plus Sn give me 2Sn, sum of n terms 2 times, and when each and every term you add it, you will get a plus L n times. So that means n times will be multiplied by a plus L, and 2 will be divided, and sum of n terms formula is n by 2 a plus L. Last term is also considered as our last term of AP series, that is a plus n minus 1 d. So if I replace this last term with a plus n minus 1 d, our required formula for sum of n terms is n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 d. Now if d is the common difference, n is the number of terms, last term L is given to you. Suppose these three terms given to you, you have to find the first term. Okay, so if just look at this equation, if I reverse the series, our last term become the first term, and second term become the L minus d. Our last term become the first term, and second term become L minus d. If you apply the sum of term formula here, so that give you exactly formula Sn n by 2 2 times L minus n minus 1 d. So that formula you have to apply when you have last term is given, difference is given, no first term is given, and you have to find the sum of n terms. Okay, or either you can find the last term, you have differences given like that, so any term is missing, you have to apply the formula. Now in AP series, if there is a condition of 3 consecutive terms, so under that always you consider 3 consecutive terms, a minus d, a plus d, and for 4 consecutive term, a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d, and 5 consecutive terms, a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 2d. Now come to our question of this one, 8th question. Now you have to basically find the x value in that. So what we will do, first we know that our term formula, because this is my last term. Okay, if I go with the last term, so my last term is equal to, according to the formula, a plus n minus 1 d. So that is my last term formula. And if last term is given to me, x is equal to a plus n minus 1 d, and for this a and d value we just look at this series. So my first term here is 2, a is equal to 2, and difference is equal to 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. So that is the difference. So I apply it here, x is equal to, a value is 2 plus n minus 1 into 3. If you open this one, x is equal to 2 minus 3 plus 3n. Ultimately x is equal to 3n minus 1. Okay, that means if we get the n value, we can easily get the x value. Okay, so what we will do, we have given sum of this term is equal to 155. Now come to this point. If you look at this terms, these are the sum of the terms. We apply the sum of term formula here. So according to that, if we apply the formula here, so our last term is x. So if I have first term and last term is given to you, we have just done the formula, that is n by 2, then 2a, first term is given, so I have to directly go with a plus l. So that is the formula of 155 according to this series, like 2 plus 5 plus 8 up to plus x, first and last term. Okay, here now a value is 2, I replace, and we don't know number of the terms, that we have to find. If we find the number of terms, we can easily find our x value. So here a value is 2 and last term is x is equal to 155. Now condition is that we have two variables. Okay, so it is not possible in same equation, if two variable is there, then we can make it a only one single variable. So we substitute this x value in this, n by 2 plus 3n minus 1 is equal to 155. When 2 cross multiply another side, n 2 minus 1, that becomes 3, n plus 1 is equal to 155 into 2, 310, and your required quadratic equation is 3n square plus n minus 310 is equal to 0. Now you apply the quadratic equation formula to find the n value. So n is equal to here minus 1 plus minus 1 square 1 plus 4 into 3 into minus 300, and that become plus 3720, and denominator is 6. 2 into 3 is 6. Then minus 1 plus minus, that gives you 3721 square root, that is the square root of 61. So minus 1 plus 61 by 6. Now when you solve this one, so n term can't be negative, so we will just pick positive term, that 61 minus 1 is 60 by 6 is equal to 10. If I get the n value is equal to 10, I apply it here, x is equal to 3 into 10 minus 1, x is equal to 29. So that is the required x value of yours. Now our next question is, if that is your 9th question, 5th part, short form, it is given to you. It is given to you, first sum of 7 terms is equal to 10 is given to you, and sum of next 7 term. Next 7 term is 7 plus 7, total 14 terms is there, and from 14 term you have to subtract first 7 term, that will give you sum of next 7 terms. Sum of next 7 terms give you 17. So your required equation is 7 sum of 14 terms minus sum of 7 terms is equal to 17. So this is your second equation, and you have to find the term 28th value, 28th term value. So for finding 28th term value, you need first term and the difference. So we will make two equations from that and solve simultaneously. Suppose I have this first equation, S7 is equal to 10. First I will substitute here, in place of S7 is 10. Then S14 minus 10 is equal to 17. Why I write S14 minus 17? Because in your statement it is written that sum of next 7 term is equal to 17. Next 7 term is after this 7 terms. So that means if I have to find the next 7 terms, 7 plus 7 is 14, total 14 terms is there, and from 14 terms if I subtract sum of first 7 terms, so that will give me sum of the next 7 terms, that is 17. So that means sum of 14 terms, and you then shift on another side, that become 27. So that become your equation third, and this is already we have equation 1 is S7 is equal to 10. Now here you have to open this equation, solve simultaneously, and find the value of A and D. Now first I will open this one, S7. So that gives me 7 by 2, 2A plus 7 minus 1 is 6D is equal to 10. Okay, now if you cross multiply that one, 7 by 2 when multiply by this, so that gives you 14a plus 42d is equal to 20, sorry, because wait, 7 by 2, that become 2 is cancelled, only 7 is left. Okay, so here actually what I do, I just 7 multiply with this and 2 cross multiply with this, that becomes 20. So that will be easier for me to calculate, because I have 14 on another side also. So that we consider as my equation 4. Okay, now I open this one, 7s14. If I open this s14, that is 14 by 2, 2a, 14 minus 1 is 13d is equal to 27. Then 2 7s are 14. When you open this one, 14a, 7 into 13 is 91d is equal to 27. So that is the term. So this is my fifth equation. Now I solve these two equations simultaneously. So this is 14a. So I just give this one as 14a plus 91d is equal to 27. I subtract from that 14a plus 42d is equal to 20. So it will be easier, bigger term in the top is there to solve it. So after subtracting, 91 minus 42 give me 49d, and that gives me 7. Ultimately what I get the d value is 7 by 49 is 1 by 7. So my d value is now 1 by 7, but I need a value also to find this term 28. For finding a value, so I have any two equation. So any equation you have to apply d is equal to 1 by 7. So better I go with this fourth equation. So that will be easier. So from equation 4, that is 14a plus 42 into 1 by 7 is equal to 20. So that means 14a, 20 minus 6 is 14. So ultimately I got the a value as 1 after this. So I got these two values, a and d. After getting this value, my next term is we have to find 28th term. 28th term formula is a plus 27d. So I have a value 1 and d value is 1 by 7. So when you take the LCM, S7 plus 27 by 7 give you 34 by 7 is my required answer. So that is the 28th term. Now next is very important question. If sum of n terms, that is your 13th question, if sum of n terms of two APs, आपके पास कोई भी दो AP series हैं, sum of n terms of two APs are in the ratio 3n plus 8, 7n plus 15. Okay, you have to find the ratio of the 12th terms. Very first thing, you have to generate the equation according to the term. So I have first series. First I will consider in my first series, first term will be a1 and difference will be considered as d1. So in the second series of AP, so term will be considered as a2 and difference is equal to d2. Actually you have given ratio of two series. You have to find the, already you have given the ratio of two series is 3n plus 8, 7n plus 15. So that for the nth term, because n is same, number of term is same in two, quantity of the term is same, ratio of quantity of the, like sum of n terms of first series and sum of n terms of the second series ratio is given to you. You have to find the 12th term, not sum of, only 12th term, ratio of the 12th term of the two series. Before that you will arrange what is given to you. So obviously if n is same in both the series, first term and difference will be different. So I consider, suppose in first series my first term is a1, difference is d1, and in second series first term is a2 and difference is d2. So if I apply according to the statement, so only this one. First I elaborate only this one, sum of n terms. अब जो पहली वाली सीरीज की n टर्म्स है, सम ऑफ n टर्म्स, वो ऊपर आ जाएगी, दैट इज n/2. अब उसमें फर्स्ट टर्म आपकी a1 थी, डिफरेंस आपका था d1. सेकेंड वाली सीरीज में आपकी फर्स्ट टर्म थी, योर फर्स्ट टर्म इन द सेकेंड सीरीज इज a2 and difference is d2, what we consider. Then according to the statement, these are the sum of n terms of the first series, this is the sum of n terms of the second series. The ratio must be equal to 3n plus 8, 7n plus 15. Okay, so that is the step. First what we will do, first we will try to convert this sum of terms into the term form, nth term. So I convert this into nth term of this first series and this convert into nth term of the second series. So how will you convert? If you think that n/2 and n/2 is same, so I will not cut this 2, I will cut this only n, and 2 will be divided by all the terms. So that gives me a1 plus n minus 1/2 d1, then a2 plus n minus 1/2 d2. n is same in both the cases, so we keep n is same on the both series. So that is 3n plus 8 and this is 7n plus 15 as it is. Now if you look at this term, so this is your term formula, like a1 plus n minus 1d, a2 plus n minus 1 d2. So that is the nth term of the formula of the first series, downward is the nth term of the formula of the second series. अब अगर मुझे यहाँ पे 12th सीरीज की बनानी है तो मेरे लिए रेशो क्या होनी चाहिए? तो फर्स्ट टर्म की जो रेशो है, अगर मुझे 12th टर्म की रेशो लेनी है, 12th टर्म की रेशो में क्या आना चाहिए? a1 plus 11 d1, because a1 is the first term of the first series and d1 is the difference of the first series, and second series is a2 is the first term of the second series and d2 is the difference of the second series. Okay, so if I want the ratio of the 12th term, this shows that ratio of the nth term. Okay, now I want to convert this nth term into the 12th term. That means I have to compare this into a1 plus n minus 1/2 d1 and a2 plus n minus 1/2 d2. If you compare this one, a1 and d1 is the same place, only different is n minus 1/2 equal with 11. When you compare this left side with the right side, so what is the different term? In place of n minus 2, in another term there is 11. From here I will receive the n term, cross multiply, n minus 1 is equal to 22, n is equal to 23. So that means if n is equal to 23, that way I will receive the 12th term if my n value is 23. Now come to this equation. So I consider this my first equation. Now what I will do, I will substitute this n is equal to 23. Put n is equal to 23 in equation 1. Okay, so my equation 1 is a1 plus n minus 1/2 d1, a2 plus n minus 1/2 d2, 3n plus 8 by 7n plus 15. So now I replace, in place of n is 23. If I replace 23 minus 1, 22 by 2 give me 11. a1 plus 11 d1, similarly a2 plus 11 d2. Automatically I get the 12th term of both the series, ratio of 12th term of the both series. Here when I apply 3 into 23 plus 18, 7 into 23 plus 15. So what answer I will get it here? That will gives me the ratio of the 12th term. So 3 into 23 give me 69 plus 18. So just wait. Yes, and this is 8. Sorry, this 7 into 23 give me 161 plus 15, and that give me 77. This give me 176. Both divisible by 11 table. So 11 sevens are 77, 11 16s are 176, and my required value is 7 by 16 that I have to find. Ratio of their 12th term is 7:16. Thank you. Have a nice day.